Hi everyone, I want to talk briefly about right to repair and the game controller space. So I'm a huge fan of Framework. A lot of what I do is inspired by Framework. I'm not shy about that. I fully believe in ownership and I fully believe in your ability to be able to take something apart and put it back together. And I think having a design philosophy centered around that means you design your products to be opened and put back together again, and it works the same way as when you bought the product. So I'm a huge fan of Framework's mission and their brand, and I've had a laptop 13 since it was first released. I pre-ordered as soon as it was available because I knew it was something that really resonated with me. I want to show you the game controller that I've been working on that takes this philosophy and brings it to the game controller space. So this is the ProGCC 4. And you might be wondering, number 4, where's 3 and 2 and 1? Well, let me explain briefly. I got involved in electronics about 4 years ago, and at that time I was just doing simple modifications, and somebody came to me with a problem, and I created this solution, which is a performance kit. It's designed to drop into a Nintendo Pro controller, replacing the insides like a body transplant. And what you get as a result is a gamepad that has Hall effect sticks, it has calibration, it has RGB, it has a lot of performance features. And the one thing that I've been lacking on with this is more repairability. We've done a lot to push repairability in this sense because we offer all of these parts individually. And if you're a competitor and you need quick access to some kind of repair part, you can buy one of these boards. But I wanted to push this further, and to push it further meant getting away from the transplant situation and developing my own gamepad from scratch. So that's what I've done. I've designed this game controller fully with repairability in mind, and so let me show you just a brief overview of what that looks like. So here's the insides. The first thing I want to point out is that these joystick modules are separate boards and they're modular. They connect with the small FPC ribbon cable. And these are simple 2-layer boards. Anybody can have them made. The joystick itself is soldered to this PCB, but this PCB cost to produce is minimal. There are other controllers on the market that allow you to swap the joysticks. However, these joystick modules are expensive. They're proprietary. In some cases, they're locked behind DRM because they implement their own microcontroller to stop third parties from producing aftermarket parts. And this completely goes against the spirit of right to repair. The first thing I want to let you know before I talk about anything else is that all of these production files are on GitHub right now. This is not just a design that is meant to be tossed into the wind and forgotten about. All of these files exist right now. The licensing is such that you could make one of these for yourself. I don't want anyone selling these because I've put a lot of time into it and I would like to sell this myself. However, for personal use, for non-commercial use, all of these files are fully available. The licensing is a little different on the 3D parts. Anybody can download the CAD models, and those are fully open source GPL licensed, so you can do with those whatever you want. But this gamepad, it has everything. It has Hall effect sticks, it has fully featured buttons, it's got A, B, X, Y, it's got a split D-pad for a lot more precision. It's got rear grip buttons, which these are mouse clicks, and they're rated for 5 million presses. It's got mouse click triggers. It's got a USB Type-C. It's using Raspberry Pi for the wireless and for the USB communications. So it's running on an RP2040, and it's using the new, previously announced RM2 wireless module. So this is a fully custom design. I wanted to show you what I'm working on. I do intend on having this in other colors, such as red. We want to do some black. We want to do especially this kind of light blue color. And we do kind of have this transparent theme in mind. But I wanted to bring this up and show people what I'm working on and emphasize that this is the right to repair gamepad. This is the most repairable gamepad. I think that has ever existed. The only other controller I could think of that comes to mind is the Alpaca. But even that, you know, the joystick modules alone give this thing a huge edge over anything else that I've seen. This is the controller that I would personally like. I would have liked to have this controller 5 years ago, but I put the time in to design it now. And you can pause the video in a second, but I do have a QR code. This will pull up a Google form, and if you're interested in when we start to bring this controller to fruition, we do have some plans. We're looking into doing a Kickstarter or something along those lines. We're uncertain right now, but I do have a form. I'm getting people's interest registered, and as soon as we have more information, I'll post another video and I will send an email update out to anyone who's interested. So I just want to make people aware this is the ProGCC 4. There's a lot more inside the controller. I'm sure people are going to have questions about, you know, what is it, what can it do, what can't it do. I will just tell you that it works on Switch, it works on Switch 2, it works with Steam, it has a native SDL driver that I wrote myself painstakingly. It works on retro game consoles, NES up through the Nintendo GameCube. It's got rumble, it's got haptic feedback, it's got just about every modern feature that you would expect from a gamepad. And I'll leave it at that for now. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this if you made it all the way through, and I hope to catch you sometime in the future.